You going outside?
Go, Hailey, don't fall, don't fall! Oh my god!
It's been many years later and I still find it hard to believe that happened. The biggest surprise is that Hailey went ahead and actually married Justin. Because even if he hadn't loved her, that's not how you treat friends either. Justin has been known to treat friends like Kendall Jenner so much better. I have admittedly not followed up much with Justin Bieber, but I am interested in relationship dynamics, psychology, and the simple question why. So this video is on red flags in relationships and life in general, using Hailey and Justin as our famous examples. Because unless you live under a rock, we all know who they are. This all started in 2009 when a young Hailey Baldwin, as she was known back then, seemingly rolled out of bed and found herself face to face with a fresh-faced, newly famous Justin Bieber.
My name's Steve Baldwin. This is my daughter Hailey. Yeah, we've been enjoying it.
Many videos show Hailey following Justin around and hitting up the people who ran his fan accounts to find out the hotels he'd be staying at so she could book a room there too, in hopes of bumping into him.
Here you're gonna see where I wrote Satai 5th app. The DM that was right above that she sent to me is gone because she unsent it right away. And if I went back to my MacBook from fucking 2013, maybe I could find that, because above that, and you're gonna have to take my word for this one because I don't have it, but she said, "What hotel is Justin staying at? Kylie and I want to know."
It all seems so very far-fetched, and it is. But Justin Bieber had many young girls obsessed with him at the time. Many would faint the moment he took the stage. It was called Bieber fever and it was very real. And it seems Hailey was not immune to it. Unlike a lot of these other girls, Hailey was fortunate enough to have the industry connections and the money to do whatever was necessary to gain access to him. The only problem was Justin was clearly in love with Selena Gomez, a fellow singer and child star at the time. He said so himself multiple times, essentially calling her the love of his life.
Justin was asked what was the best part of his teenage years, and this is what he had to say.
Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez would enjoy a date night together. However, paparazzi photos and videos would always reveal Hailey Baldwin following them around on their date, keeping an eye on them. Fast forward to today and Justin's married to Hailey. And while he has acknowledged that Hailey is his wife,
thank God, it's worth it, man. Hailey's my queen. It's fantastic.
I think Hailey, whether subconsciously or not, compares herself to Selena, aka Justin's first love. And this is where all the Hailey is Selena's biggest hater theories come from. A lot of them are probably internet rumors for clicks and engagement, because Justin, Hailey and Selena are all big names that bring in views, but it may have some merit after all. If you go down the trio's dating history, which I did for this video, you will realize that Justin was dating Selena, then Hailey, then Selena again, and then they broke up, and 6 months later he was married to Hailey. The back and forth is enough to turn anyone's head, and where there is smoke, there's always fire. I can only imagine how Hailey feels, probably a little bit like the backup option. She badly wanted Justin, but he wanted Selena. Selena dumped him, so he went back to Hailey and tried to settle. And then accusations started flying around the internet that Hailey was obsessed with Selena. Now this might be a reach because we'll never know the truth since we're not Hailey, and we'll never trust any rebuttals she gives, given the videos available of her following Justin and Selena around like a lost puppy.
Were you a believer?
No, to be honest, this is the truth. He was so new that I didn't really know a lot about him yet.
But I think it's pretty obvious that Hailey compared herself to Selena and tried to emulate her in some way. Maybe to get Justin to love her like he did Selena. Or maybe she was a serious Selena stan, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a rite of passage for teens to be obsessed with someone like that. If anything, it's a compliment to Selena since imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. It's actually very normal to compare yourself to your partner's ex. Almost everyone does it at some point, even if they don't admit it. This is more likely to happen if you feel a little insecure in your relationship, or if you don't have a clear sense of where you stand in your partner's life, or you feel a bit vulnerable in the relationship. And given Justin's many public declarations of love for Selena, but none for her, she was probably extremely insecure. Hailey now seems to be trying really hard to stand in her own power, maintain her self-confidence and present a united front. But that's got to be pretty hard when her own husband seems intent on disrespecting her publicly.
If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago.
It sucks that the tour was
I just answered my tour. She was asking me. Huh?
Anyways.
You're asking me because it's my Lyme disease. It's not your Lyme disease. Are you worried about my Lyme disease?
Two questions immediately come to mind. One, why the heck is Hailey accepting this treatment? Trying to laugh it off like it's no big deal when the rest of the world is watching this and cringing for her. And two, why does Justin feel like it's acceptable to treat his wife like crap? And on camera too. I can only imagine what it's like behind closed doors.
I remember calling my parents when we decided to get married, and I said, "This is the time. I need you to stop me from doing something crazy.
It's been obvious that Justin is desperately unhappy. For the longest time, we all thought he was traumatized by Diddy, but now that has been put to rest, it seems his fame just made him unhappy, giving credence to the rumors that he's still in love with Selena because he wasn't so burdened by his fame when he was with her. I think he takes his misery out on those closest to him, and Hailey seems to be a favorite target, and she somehow puts up with his treatment. At some point, I thought the rumors were false, especially after they had their baby Jack. I really thought they'd put it all behind them. And then Selena and Benny Blanco announced their engagement, causing Justin to spiral on Instagram, disrespecting his wife and new son. I still had hope right until Hailey left a shady comment on a Selena post and then pretended it was a glitch. She really thinks we're that stupid. Or she's just been trying to save face for so long it's now second nature. But no relationship should be this painful. Hailey had an intense crush on Justin and seemingly hounded him, ingratiating herself with his friends until he married her. She ignored every red flag and allowed him to disrespect her from the very start. He was texting Selena non-stop on their honeymoon, abandoning her to pups, disrespecting her in interviews, and now he's revealed just how little he thinks of her by disrespecting her again after her Vogue cover, instead of just being happy for her and her achievements. And because she allowed it, Justin will probably never stop. Hailey was young when she started this "I'll do anything I can to marry Justin Bieber" game. She was not mature enough to understand that she deserved better. She could be regretting her choice now for all we know, but it's now too late and they've brought a baby right in the middle of their drama, which is the saddest part about all this. Hailey may not yet feel the weight of her choices because certain realizations come with age and experience. At 40, she might realize she deserves to be loved like Tom Holland loves Zendaya. That guy was fighting to get Zendaya from the pups, while Justin abandoned her when they were in that exact same situation. At the bare minimum, she deserves someone who will not leave her to fall and fend for herself, even if he doesn't fight for her like Tom. And Justin is a grown man, almost over 30 at this point. You cannot convince me he does not intentionally embarrass her in public and in private. Hailey allows it, so he sees nothing wrong with his behavior and will never change, unless he's paying attention to the internet and how everyone's unhappy with how he treats his wife. To make matters even worse, which is shocking because how much worse could things get, Justin seems like he married Hailey for the wrong reasons. He says himself that he thought marriage would fix all of his problems.
It's a journey, and I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was going to fix all my problems, and it didn't.
But it unfortunately doesn't really work like that. There is video after video after video online of Justin acting like a petulant child. And I honestly feel for the guy. If he's acting like a child, it's probably because somewhere deep down inside him, he's still one. They say people stop growing the moment they get famous, and these child stars are usually overworked and preyed upon by vultures in the industry, abused in ways that we'll never know, so they never get a normal childhood and struggle immensely when they reach adulthood. It's actually really sad, especially if, like Hailey, you find yourself in love with someone like this. It's not really surprising that someone who grew up in the spotlight like Justin struggles with maintaining a healthy relationship as an adult. Justin was in love with Selena, but she, unlike Hailey, did not put up with his behavior. Justin did not break up with Selena. She broke up with him, which probably makes her the one who got away in his eyes. So where does that leave Hailey? Married to a man she fell in love with as a teenager, who she relentlessly pursued and eventually won, but who she now feels isn't as into her as she is into him. She likely feels insecure in the relationship, and so she tries to emulate the woman she feels that Justin was genuinely in love with. And it gets even creepier. There are rumors online that Hailey has become so desperate to maintain this illusion of her perfect marriage to her perfect pop star husband that she has resorted to hiring a professional Justin Bieber lookalike to shadow her to public places so the paparazzi can photograph them together. The theory first started to spread after Hailey made the cover of Diary magazine and took part in a lengthy interview focusing on her pregnancy. Accompanying this interview was a maternity photo shoot that Justin was mysteriously absent from. However, there was a man alongside Hailey in these photos who looked eerily like Justin, just with different tattoos. The fact of the matter is Hailey was born into wealth and privilege thanks to her father Steven, but she was never famous herself until she got with Justin. Through her tie to Justin, Hailey established herself as a bona fide celebrity, a model, an influencer, and off the back of that, she went on to launch her hugely successful cosmetic brand Rhode. If she has resorted to having a Justin Bieber lookalike tag along with her to keep up appearances, it's probably because she's trying to protect her own image and brand. It seems extreme, I know, but this is a mistake that a lot of us women make. We fall so in love with our partners that we end up making them the center of our world. Everything comes second, and even our personal identity becomes wrapped up in them. And now Hailey's life is so entangled with Justin's that she can't leave him. Hailey has built her entire existence around Justin. She probably doesn't know who she is without him. She spent so much of her energy getting him, she can't waste that effort by leaving him. Hailey started this when she was so young and never got the space to grow, which is so dangerous to herself and everyone around her, especially her child. Would she be able to put her foot down and stop Justin from disrespecting their kids if she doesn't even know how to do this for herself? Her parents should have stopped this marriage to save their daughter's soul. They were old enough to understand all this even though she wasn't. He's miserable, she's miserable, and the whole world knows it. It's obvious he resents her or full-on hates her, and she'll soon resent and hate him for making her life unbearable, and then hate herself for the choices she made as a child. It is a sad state of affairs indeed when you love someone more than they love you. The internet loves to make Hailey out to be this villain, and maybe some of her actions may come across that way. She has had one too many glitches after all. But I feel sorry that she's trapped in a situation no one deserves, and she might not get true happiness for a long time yet. That love she had for Justin has become unhealthy for her from the outside looking in. It's verging on obsession. It looks like she's losing herself in the process of trying to keep him. But you cannot force someone to love you, and you cannot force a man to stay with you. Hailey should be a cautionary tale for all of us. Sad for her, but we can still learn from her mistakes while wishing her better. I hope Hailey starts putting herself and her baby first, and I hope Justin manages to heal his trauma. I sincerely pray for Hailey to find her self-respect pretty soon, and I'm an atheist.